Hey guys, Jacob here, and in this short video I want to show you how you can get any data from Amazon SP API and Advertisement API through our MCP and connect it to a Codex from OpenAI. So we will be showing you how you can set up everything properly, how you can get raw data from those APIs, how you can create the sample dashboard application, and also how you can automate your reporting with generating a PDF files. So enjoy.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Casper, a software engineer at DeltaLogic and the team behind DataDoe. DataDoe is an AI-powered ecosystem to connect, view, analyze, and work with Amazon data. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to supercharge your AI workflows by connecting your favorite AI agent directly to the DataDoe MCP. Here is exactly what we will cover in this video. First of all, I show you how to get access to our DataDoe MCP tool. Then I'll explain what this connection actually means. Instead of spending hours building complex integrations with the Amazon SP API and Ads API, the DataDoe MCP acts as a ready-to-use data layer. It collects, processes, and shares your Amazon data so your AI agent can understand and use it instantly. Finally, we are going to put this to the tests. By the end of this video, we will run through a series of live prompts to extract specific seller data, use the AI to generate a fully interactive Amazon seller dashboard, and even write a script to automatically generate weekly PDF business report. We are at the first point to get access to our DataDoe MCP. So let's get right into it. First, we need to grab our MCP key to get access to DataDoe MCP tool. Head over to app.datadoe.com and log into your account. Please note that you must have an active DataDoe subscription to access the key generation module. Then navigate to the Integrations tab and click on it. Then we have to go to our MCP tile and click on it. Then we will be navigated to our special MCP module, and we have to click on MCP key. We have to name it, set expiration between 7 days till 1 year, and then click on MCP, create MCP key. Alright, we have generated MCP key. You have to copy this and also make sure you will copy this secret URL. We will use it in next videos, but keep in mind that you have to also copy this MCP key because this monit and this key to copy will be not shown again. So click on it, MCP key was copied to clipboard, done, and then you will show on the MCP key list your newly created MCP key. Move on to the second point of our agenda. What does connection between AI agent and DataDoe MCP mean? So first of all, I would like to show you how our DataDoe ecosystem works. We have DataDoe app, which is web application that allows users to set up Amazon connections and use all DataDoe features intended for human use. Then we have DataDoe REST API, which is made for users more technical to build complex applications, automations, and scripts. And then we have DataDoe MCP tool, which is the main topic of our video, which is a tool for everyone to integrate with AI agent. Okay, so now I will show you how this connection works. So previously, integrating with Amazon SP API and Ads API was very complex. First of all, you had to have data connector, any custom logics, and registered application in Amazon selling partner. And this data connector made API call to SP API or Ads API, get response, make some processes, validating those data, collecting in database, and also probably you had a client, which was a UI tool, which analyzing data fetched from database, processing this response, and then probably visualizing, sending some reports to users, etc., etc. But now we have a modern way that we'll present you in this video, where we have a user who is prompting to AI agent like cursor agent. This agent reasoning this prompt and then processing this request and call DataDoe MCP tool, which is ready to use data layer, which returns to AI agent data which are needed to properly process tasks delegated by user. And then AI agent prepare and present final result for the user in the chat or preparing some next actions to perform. So now we have to connect this key to your favorite AI agent. Today I will show you how to integrate DataDoe MCP with OpenAI Codex. So if you scroll down, there is a dedicated manual to set up on your own integration between DataDoe MCP and OpenAI Codex. If you click integrate, there is a manual in modal where the only thing you can do is generate MCP key, create in your working directory config.toml file and paste those lines and replace your API key with your real DataDoe MCP key. However, there is easier options. The only thing you can do is just go to DeltaLogic DataDoe MCP Codex and use our template repository. So the only thing you can do is just click code and copy URL to repository and use git clone command to copy our repository. More information about Codex you can find on openai.com/codex and developers.openai.com codex/CLI. Because OpenAI shares Codex as desktop app with GUI, and the second option is CLI. So when you download this template, let's go to your IDE and working directory. And here, as you can see, there is a repo for you with README MD, where there is a manual of setting up this project. So when you download this repository, the only thing you can do is copy DataDoe MCP key to your .env file and replace your real key here with your real generated MCP key. And then we will use our dedicated CLI to run Codex in the terminal session with injected proper MCP key. So I will open terminal in cursor and then run our script located in /script/startcodex.sh. And then, as you can see, there is ready to work CLI. So then I will show you that our connection between Codex and MCP works using Codex CLI option. So I will tap one option and then enter, and then Codex asks us about updates, but today we'll skip it. And then Codex should be open properly. Okay, and there is a ready to use Codex. So to check if we have a proper connection between Codex and DataDoe MCP, we can use this command /MCP, and then there will be listed list of connected MCP tools for Codex. So enter, and here, as you can see, there is ready to use DataDoe with a list of tools prepared for you. That's all when it comes to Codex CLI option. I will click Ctrl+C to enter from the session, and then I will run our CLI again, and then I will show you option to run Codex desktop app. So I will click second option, and then Codex is running. So then, as you can see, there is a GUI version of Codex with connected DataDoe MCP Codex working directory and proper options. So then we can check if we have connection by clicking MCP. And here, as you can see, we have a connection for DataDoe MCP from Codex desktop app. And that's all for it. we have ready to use connection between Codex and DataDoe MCP tool. So now let's start with something simple to test the connection. So I open my terminal and run our dedicated CLI. And now for this task, I will open Codex in CLI version. So now skip our update, and now we have a shell for Codex. So I ask agent for a simple response just by paste show my sellers registered on Amazon.com. And because we are connected to DataDoe, it instantly reads the connected accounts. So probably for a few seconds we will see what sellers are available for our account. Okay, so as you can see, there is a Delta UK and GMFA Ltd DE. So now let's pull some recent data. So I'll prompt show my sales for the last 7 days for the Delta UK seller. So now the MCP translates this intent, fetches the exact process data and feeds it back to the agent in some few seconds. It reads data scheme available for DataDoe MCP, and now we are waiting for sales report for us. And now, as you can see, there is a response from Codex agent with proper sales value. Now we can also do deeper analytics. I'll paste next prompt. Prepare me a report which includes top 5 PPC child ASINs by spend for the last month for the Delta UK seller. Okay, and here is our response, which is streaming, now ready to consume. So as you can see, we have a ranking of top 5 PPC with needed attributes like child ASIN, PPC spent, share of total PPC spent, attributed sales 14 days, and attributed orders 14 days, and ACOS. With some additional data of total and top 5 combined spend. And now let's get some specific order details next. So I will paste more advanced prompt. Prepare a list of orders for the Delta UK seller for the last month where the order status is cancelled. Provide Amazon order ID, order status, date, fulfillment channel, and city destination. So let's send it. Okay, so Codex generated a simple colored table with needed columns like Amazon order ID, order status, order date, fulfillment channel, and address city with a short summary. And here, as you can see, there are all orders, not all orders, but most of them, which are cancelled with needed columns. And Codex, if we want, we can continue see next chunk to see next portion for all orders that were cancelled. Now let's take all this context and build something more sophisticated with real UI. But for this example, now I will use Codex desktop app. So let's kill this process and then run our script again. And we will open the second option, Codex desktop app. So now we have a ready to use Codex desktop. And now I will paste my fine-tuned prompt, which will responsible for making a responsive dashboard for a Delta UK seller. So I'm going to give the agent a detailed prompt to build responsive React dashboard using some native front-end technologies like Tailwind CSS and Recharts. I'm asking it to build a KPI grid for total sales, units sold, orders, and ACOS, complete with color-coded trend indicators. And below that, I would like to also place a day-by-day line chart tracking total profit versus ad costs. So let's hit the enter, and we are observing this whole process of building ready-to-use dashboard. So now, as you can see, there is a rezoning process with creating some files with the indicated previously working directory. Okay, Codex said that core implementation is in place. Let's check it. So I will open File Explorer, and here, as you can see, there is in the same project directory some source code with React components, package JSON dependencies, Tailwind config, and also node modules with all of needed dependencies. So let's back to Codex. Okay, so Codex said that implementation is ready to use. So then we'll control it to run from Codex. So please run dashboard locally. Okay, so dashboard is running locally. So in a few seconds I will open our browser to hit the http://localhost with the port. And here, as you can see, there is ready to consume performance dashboard seller for Delta UK seller with needed some KPIs like total sales, total units sold, total orders, total ACOS with values and percentage change in order to previous comparison period, which is February 2026. And also we have a beautiful line chart with two metrics which performance is introduced day by day. As you can see, there is a total profit and total costs. And that's it for this case study. So now for our final case study, let's look at the automation. I want the agent to create a script that generates a weekly PDF business report for Delta UK. So now I will open new conversation for this project, and now I will paste my prompt that asks it to use the React PDF library. I wanted to pull data for the date range of April 9th to April 16th, 2026, including, of course, daily revenue, ad spend, and flagged events. This prompt is a little bit complicated, but I would like to insist on our model to display all of needed data with expected format. So I hit the enter and we were waiting for the response. Okay, so as you can see, there is a reasoning process and some steps which are performing by Codex. There is a generated weekly report.mjs file in our directory, so let's check it. Now, as you can see, there is a list of dependencies, node modules, and ready to use Delta weekly report. So now I'll back to our Codex app, and then let's click it. And here, as you can see, in Codex we can get access to preview of this Delta UK weekly performance, and we have expected format with header and metadata information with needed data from Amazon, also final summary, some suspicious activity and exceptions, and recommendations prepared by Codex. So yeah, now as you can see, this is a perfectly structured corporate business report that can be ready to send to our clients, or will be kind of sandbox to work on it later. Okay, that is how easy it is to connect your AI agents to DataDoe MCP. Whether you want to instantly query your seller metrics, build beautiful custom dashboards, or automate PDF reporting, DataDoe provides the data layer to make it happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you run into any issues or have questions about the setup, drop a comment down below and we'll be happy to help you. If you want to try this out for yourself, head over to datadoe.com to start your 7-day free trial of our AI platform. Please hit the subscribe button for the DataDoe channel, give this video a thumb up if you found it helpful, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.